I grew up with a normal family. Age 14, my dad got cancer. Died when I was 16. I guess that was the point where life got a little bit different. My relationship with God after my dad died was it was there. It was, but it wasn't really that important at the time because I was looking for other comforts. I did look at my lowest points for comfort from God. It was just hard to find them through what I was going through. It took me through multiple types of drugs, meth, coke, lots of drinking, just a lot of bad decisions. 7.5 years in prison. Then I went to Damascus Way. Dan Cepeda was running Damascus Way, and I carried my guitar in from prison to Damascus Way, and he was like, "Do you know how to play that thing?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Do you want to come play for a church?" I've been playing for like prison churches and stuff like that. So I had a lot of experience doing that. I did find comfort in all the prison churches because it was just different from everybody else. It was like everybody was there for each other rather than just for themselves. So Pastor Jeff is always you can just tell everything he's saying is from the heart, treats you like a best friend, and everybody in the congregation would always just come up to me and say hi and be like, "You did a great job today." Eventually I'd get to know their names and know them more personally, and there was actually a couple mentors from the church that they'd bring me out to eat, and it actually felt like I was literally out as a real person. Dan did a lot of that. Um he was part of Damascus Way, but like he'd just be like, "Hey, we're going out for bowling, we're going out for pizza," stuff like that. And he was like, "You want to come with?" And and it was like I said, every time a mentor would just bring us out and make it feel like a normal day for everybody. It was kind of nice. Ever since I got baptized here at Hope Summit, it's completely different. I'll actually vocalize what I'm saying to God, like just all day, every day. I'll be like, "What do you think, God? What are we gonna do today?" Or I mean, it probably does sound crazy to the people that don't really have that relationship, but yeah, I think it's really important. I feel the presence. I get to see my girlfriend's daughters come to youth group on Wednesday nights, and they come to church with us on Sundays, and they don't do it because they're forced to. They do it because they want to, and I think that's really important to see that in my life and to trust God even more. I mean, we came for the trunk or treat. We enjoyed doing that. Ashley and I did. The girls really loved it because they could run around and grab candy and cookies and stuff like that. And they're starting to get a lot of friends in the church, and that's nice for me to see. I like being on the worship team. It really expands my knowledge of music, and Jake does a really good job of preparing everything before we get there and making it as easy as possible. I did get gifts for the Christmas. I did have stuff on the tree, and people pulled them, and they actually somebody got me an amp so I could actually play in my room because I had an electric guitar at the time, and I couldn't really hear what I was doing. So it was really important to actually have that and be able to play. Yeah, I got a chance to prepare for worship team that way. I have my own landscaping company. It's called Dueling Gardensmiths, and I started it about 3 years ago. I learned a lot from sergeants when I worked there for about 3 years. I did some landscaping stuff when I was in the minimum in Stillwater, and I learned just everything that I'm using today for my business. And I actually went to Minnesota School of Business for business administration, and so God's kind of led me on this path and kind of built everything to what I have today.